SpaceX CEO Elon Musk announced that the SpaceX Starship is prepared for launch. The massive spacecraft is designed to take people and cargo to Mars, making space travel more affordable and accessible than ever before. With a launch date set for this year, we can't wait to see what the future of space travel holds. But why is the American government delaying the launch of the Starship? What has Elon Musk revealed about the Starship and Superheavy rocket? What are Elon Musk's plans for the Starship? Stick around till the end and we will tell you everything. Welcome to Elon Musk Videos. Here on YouTube, we upload videos about Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest Elon Musk videos. Starships, as we know them, are fully reusable transport systems for traversing the vast expanses of space. Now, SpaceX's Starship is capable of carrying up to 100 people to the Red Planet. It is destined to become one of the best, fully reusable transport systems that we have. In the last few years, SpaceX has tested various prototypes of Starships at its Starbase facility in Boca Chica, Texas. The company started off in 2019 with the 39 meters or 127 feet tall Starhopper. It looked a bit like a water tower and flew to a height of around 150 meters, or 0.09 miles above ground. Then in December 2020, we saw the first prototype, SN8. This design featured a nose cone and flaps, and it flew to an altitude of 12.5 meters or 7.7 miles. It then belly flopped back to Earth. However, SN8 approached the landing pad a little too fast and hard, causing it to crumble and explode. But this test gave SpaceX valuable engineering data about how a spacecraft could return from space. It took them a few more tries, but eventually last year in May, the Starship SN15 achieved success with a soft landing. Now Elon Musk has announced that SpaceX is ready to launch its Starship for its first orbital test flight in 2022. Elon Musk hopes that this will be the opportunity to take humans back to the moon and onwards to Mars. But this has been delayed quite a bit. The issue is that the regulatory body in the USA, the Federal Aviation Administration, is still dragging its feet on issuing a launch license. In addition, the FAA was supposed to complete its environmental assessment within a fixed time period. But the FAA has been extending the deadline by weeks and months. Initially, the FAA was supposed to complete its assessment by the end of 2021, but the deadline has been repeatedly pushed back. Most recently, from the end of April to the end of May 2022. And now the FAA has given itself 2 more weeks. But Elon Musk's Starship has been ready to go for over a year, and its launch has been delayed due to the FAA. Now let's talk about Elon Musk's Starship. When Elon Musk started SpaceX, his vision was to make it possible for humans to live on other planets. Musk firmly believes that settling humans on other worlds, such as Mars, could preserve human civilization if the Earth were to experience a cataclysm, such as an enormous asteroid impact. Back in 2016, Elon Musk stated, "History is going to bifurcate along 2 directions. One path is we stay on Earth forever, and then there will be some eventual extinction event. The alternative is to become a spacefaring civilization with a multi-planet species, which I hope you would agree is the right way to go." Musk has often spoken about his dream of building cities on Mars. He believes that settlements would need large numbers of people in order to become self-sustaining. Realizing this dream requires a vehicle that's up to the task. Musk's Starship is a rocket and spacecraft combination that could ferry more than 100 people at a time to the Red Planet. At present, the plan is for SpaceX to launch a Starship prototype paired with a Superheavy booster for the first time ever. The vehicle would blast off from the company's Starbase facility in Texas for a brief flight to orbit and then return for a water landing off the coast of Hawaii. If we look at the systems in place, the core idea is to make it fully and rapidly reusable. Being fully reusable means the hardware will not be discarded in the sea or allowed to burn up. Instead, it will return to the ground so that it can take to the skies again. Then we have rapid reusability. Musk wants the Starship to be able to come back from space and then be ready to go again in a short period of time. So it would stop for refueling and some maintenance, and then it would fly again. This reduces the cost of the whole enterprise. Now let's look at the spacecraft. The spacecraft has a nose cone and landing fins. It looks a bit like the shiny spacecrafts that we used to see in the 1960s and 70s. But there's nothing retro about them. In the rear, there are 6 highly efficient and modern Raptor engines that were developed by SpaceX. Towards the middle of the vehicle, we have propellant tanks. These tanks contain the liquid methane and liquid oxygen that will be used by the Raptor engines. Since the spacecraft will have to make the trip all the way to Mars, this mixture of methane and oxygen is ideal. Both methane and oxygen can be synthesized on Mars using the resources of the planet. So the ship could be refueled on Mars itself for the return leg of its journey. Toward the front of the spacecraft, which is sometimes referred to as the upper stage, is a huge payload compartment that will be able to haul large cargo or people to destinations in deep space. Now let's turn to the rocket. The Super Heavy rocket will be powered by around 32 Raptor engines, so it can lift about 150 tons. The Super Heavy is powerful compared to the massive Saturn V launcher used for the Apollo moon missions in the 1960s and 70s. The Super Heavy will take the spacecraft to its intended orbit above Earth. After it's done with that, it detaches and falls back to Earth. On its way down, the Super Heavy will deploy its fins. These fins look a bit like potato waffles. These fins will help steer the rocket back toward its launch pad so it can be flown again. With SpaceX and Elon Musk, everything is a bit extreme. So SpaceX has an ambitious plan to then catch the falling booster using its launch tower. A pair of steel arms will extend out from the launch tower. The grid fins will then take the load as the spent booster falls onto these arms. The tower has been dubbed Mechazilla because of its resemblance to a creature from the Godzilla movies. Now let's look at what plans Elon Musk has in store for the Starship. It seems like it would take up to 9 months for a trip to Mars. So Musk plans to install around 40 cabins in the payload area. In addition, there would be common areas, storage space, a galley, and a shelter where people could gather to shield themselves from solar storms. The system could also be used for space tourism. Elon Musk has promised a trip around the moon in 2023 to the Japanese online retail billionaire Yusaku Maezawa. Musk says that the Starship could eventually carry people to destinations in the greater solar system, including gas giants such as Jupiter, but this remains a long-term objective. In addition, the Starship will also play a key role in NASA's Artemis program, which aims to establish a long-term human presence on the moon. Back in April 2021, the U.S. Space Agency awarded SpaceX with a $2.89 billion contract to develop Starship into a lander capable of delivering astronauts to the lunar surface this decade. And that's a wrap. This is an incredible achievement for SpaceX and for space travel as a whole. With a launch date set for this year, we can't wait to see what the future of space travel holds. We would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos about Elon Musk.